Sanibona emakhaya, igama lami Scelo Ngubane. I'm inspirational speaker. Today we have our special guest. Please introduce yourself, sir.
Sanibonani emakhaya, igama Zwandile usiyabonga Msane. I'm an entrepreneur. Ngihlala around la elokishini eDavidson.
Yes, sir. Now we were talking a lot about entrepreneurship, ukuthi, why it's a solution for the country. But let's start with you, your personal journey. What inspired you to be an entrepreneur?
Look, yazi into engi-inspire kakhulu ukuthi mina I looked at abantu abafana nabo. There is a gentleman by the name of C.S. Pule.
Mm,
He's owning his own construction company.
okay.
So I worked with him and I saw what he's doing very well. Not only him alone,
Mm,
but there are people abafana nabo Colin Mashabela. There's a number of people. Themba Xaba, I'm talking about people local engibaziyo,
mm,
yabo, that are owning their own businesses.
mm.
Then I saw, okay, let me just go and enter into that space of being an entrepreneur,
Yes.
but also helping the government in terms
Mm.
of reducing unemployment rate, because we know which in South Africa we've got a huge problem.
It's big.
Yeah, unemployment rate,
It's very
especially
big.
to youth.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So
that's
we're talking about indaba yokuthi what can we do, or what can government take an advantage ukuthi asize ama-entrepreneurs, because ngathi entrepreneurship yi-solution to unemployment. I don't see any other way.
yeah.
So what are your thoughts about maybe government ukuthi abonelele ama-entrepreneurs ukuze kukwazi ukuthi kulisane ne-unemployment?
Yazi mfowethu Ngubane, le yinkinga kakhulu ukuthi thina we look at government.
Okay.
But now we need to shift the eye into government and looking at to us as
Wow.
people to say what can we do to reduce the unemployment rate, unemployment rate. Because when you look at companies, Ago CICP in South Africa, I think there is 100 or 200,000 or more than a million companies are
Yo.
corner that are registered.
Mm.
But now, when you're registering a company, you want to have a tender, then it's a problem. Then there is no way that you want to reduce unemployment because you want to have a tender. So now, but if all of us, we starting companies or businesses based on you've got a plan that I want to generate, or maybe to make sure that the company in the next 10 or 15 years
Yeah.
izobe i-established company esebenzayo eproduce imisebenzi on a daily basis to people, then I think lapha abantu abaningi aboku-CICP bangakwazi ukuthi bebe nemisebenzi egenuine. For instance, you have someone on a trade ye-plumbing,
Okay.
but now you go and register your company because you want to have a plumbing company with government or maybe into a tender, of which it's a problem. You might not get it.
Okay.
So, but if you then start employ amajita amancane and take them uye nabo emasayitini and teach them how to do plumbing, that can also reduce the unemployment. So ngiye ngiyibheke ngale ndlela ukuthi it's better thina as South Africans start our own businesses,
Okay.
not rely on government, because we know that sometimes they can have a funding, but it might not reach all of us.
Yes.
Yeah, but it can reach few. So la eba-reachile, you might find they don't have even companies are genuine. They don't have a plan of building a company.
Yes, sir.
So now, if we've got to government and we've got people who are genuine into business, who want to do business genuinely, so bebheke ukuthi okay, njengomsane ngoba ku-business wenza the swimming pool construction and so forth, then they give funding to people who are already running, that they've got a proper goal. This thing, a business plan does not work.
Yeah.
Let's just put it like that,
Yeah.
because you copy what was said by someone.
It's just a template.
Yeah, but if Ngubane ngiza mina ngeplan yami oyibonayo engiyiqalile from scratch,
Yeah.
then it means I've got a proper business plan, because I've got a plan in my mind to say I want to achieve this goal in the next 15, 20 years. I want to have my own company that is running enabantu ngaphakathi enkampanini abasebenzayo. That also reduce the unemployment rate ebantwini bakithi. So thina, most people, when there is a project, they know there's a project somewhere, uyababona abantu bagijima bayo-register ama-company because sebezwe i-project, igama le-project ezayo.
Okay.
So you find ku-CICP ukuthi unabantu abaningi, ugovernment unabantu abaningi, there is a lot of companies, but all those companies are not functional. Only few, and those few that are functional, ugovernment cannot fund them. So inkinga isekuthenini ikithi ukuthi are we registering this company to reduce unemployment rate, or we registering this company just ukuthi sifuna ukuthi sothola amathenda and nasingasatholanga, that those companies are just abandoned, ahleli nje awasebenzi.
So, Mzwai, I want you to also share your own experience because you were emphasizing in the grants to say we're becoming more and more reliable or dependent on the government. And you were also saying that it's important for us ukuthi sizenzele izinto zethu. And you were comparing also with other nations ukuthi look at these people and what they're doing. And you were picking up on those. So can you emphasize also on that one?
Yeah, bheka Ngubane, yazi ngiyibheke lento ngeso lami mina nguMzwandile nje. So I started my own company without any capital.
Wow.
Yabo, so ngiqale without even a single cent. Instead, uma ngiqala ngiye ngaya kubantu and say mina nguMzwandile, this is what I do. These are my services.
Okay.
So now thina we rely kakhulu government and say you need to have a grant. And you having a grant, you must know there is a lot of red tape kuma grants.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they will ask you, how old are you, your age group. You must be 18 and 35 years of age. And so sometimes you might not get exactly business at age 34, let's say 34.
Okay.
Lesser than 1 year less. So now it means you don't qualify if you are 36 years of age. So let's say mina my business is starting to pick up manje at my age. I'm above 35 years of age. So it's starting now to pick up. So if I go and say to government, here I am, nguMzwandile, I'm owning Msane General Training and Projects. I've got 40 employees ngaphakathi ku-company. Can I have a grant so that I can have more stock? Because of my age, I might not get it.
You'll be disqualified.
Definitely because of age, you don't qualify. So now, if sidependa kakhulu ku-government, a lot of us, there's a number of people Ngubane la ngaphandle abane potential at age of 35 and above. Who someone can come to government and say, I need a funding, and you'll never get that funding. Because remember, I'm funding, there's about NYDA and all those type of funding. You go to our business partners, they will say to you, you need to have assets. They need to hold assets in order for them to fund you.
So it looks like a loan.
It looks like, it's actually a loan. Actually, that's a loan, straight a loan.
Yeah.
So, but manje, now kube thina, njengami ngiye ngithi kumuntu, if Ngubane uze kimi Mzwandile ngicela ungineze 1,000 rand ngifuna ukuthenga ama-veg laphana e-fruit and veg, ube netafula elihle mnganami lokuthengisa ama-veg, you generating money kuleyo ndawo leyo kiyo. Siyazi ukuthi baningi abantu, but thina South Africans sinale nto yokusaba ukuthi ngiyasaba ukuthi ngiyohlala etafuleni ngithengisa ama-sweet, uyabona. Kodwa sifuna ukuthi ugovernment ahambe efande ikhampani engekho oyibhalile on a business plan. So if government have to fund people who's got companies, company running genuine companies, like check, okay, you've got your table of vegetables and bafuna ukukufunda, we can fund you with 10,000. Just imagine ama-veg 10,000 azoba ngakanani.
It's a lot.
Yabona, you don't buy with all that 10,000 because you don't know how i-losses zoba kangakanani. Remember, and also seasons kuyashisa, ama-veg afuna ukushisa nani. They give you 10,000, you take that 10,000, you put it to free markets or on that market. You tell them with every week, I need the stocks at 1.5. And you see below 1.5, you thola malini stock. That business, it can be a proper business without maybe mhlambe ukuthi ufuna a million.
Yeah.
Or that 10,000, get it from kumuntu. Let's say mhlambe you get it from kubhuti wakho or kubani. But ke thina sidependa kakhulu ku-grants. I-grant engeke uze uyithole. You can apply for i-grant namhlanje, mfowethu Ngubane, angeke uyithole namhlanje. You might not even get it, I'm telling you.
True.
You'll find a number of people abafakile more than 1,000. And kuleyo 1,000 leyo, because of kunalento lekuthi eSouth Africa, you must know someone on the department to help you to get something. Ebo inkinga ke leyo. Inkinga because now you've got people people who are given in business, someone who can definitely do a good business, but now ufuna funding angeke zayithole. Phakamise unemployment rate, lo muntu uyaqala uba yisigebengu. So now Second point owangibuza ngayo, you ask me ukuthi I was saying foreign nationals, they
Yes.
do have izinto abazenzayo that
Yes.
make them. Remember, Somalians, when they come to South Africa, they did not come and say and go to government and fund them. But
Wow.
when you go to all these locations eskiyo onke amakasi, you find onke ama-Somalians ane-stock kuma-containers, full stock mfethu. Why? What they do, they unite. Thina South Africans, we are not united to do izinto ekumele zi-reduce i-unemployment rate. Instead, thina, we blame each other. Somalians, they have ama-meetings every month, bashaya istokfela. But no, man, angithi you have a corner now where somewhere you've got a shop. How can we assist you? But no, mina ngifuna ama-12.5 ayi-30. Yabo, they don't have jealousy as us as South Africans. Thina, we're jealous. We are even afraid of starting izinto ey'ncane because sabuthi bazokubulala, bazokuloya. But if you can be united mfethu and start i-stokvel ukuthi we want to open our own shops, siyahlangana, we do exactly like ama-Somalians. Siyastoka siba siningi siyaqala, uyathengisa, you must give us a report and profits. So that will also reduce unemployment rate. Less now. It's a big problem.
Including crime.
But government cannot fight the unemployment rate now kube kusazoba khona abantu abafanda abangani babo in terms of business, and without government doing a proper research to say, okay, you've got a companies, you are saying, can we come and see what exactly you're doing?
Okay.
Can we have reference on your clients to say, Tina, if siyakunikeza 100,000, definitely you're gonna produce jobs. Kukhona abantu abazosebenza. So sinalo nkinga leyo South Africa, and leyo nkinga leyo it's gonna be a problem for the rest of our life if South Africans cannot unite and usazosiza umuntu because umas. But if you will help someone genuinely, so ngicabanga ukuthi mhlambe unemployment fethu ingathi uncipha, nobugebengu, as we have said, bungazama ukuthi buthi ukwehla because kukhona ubugebengu, abantu balambile bafethu, abantu abasebenzi, graduates. You find graduates, someone who's got a diploma and a degree, uhleli ekhaya akasebenzi. You find good government, you in these corporates, you find good there is a lot of foreign nationals abahola imali encane, aba-employed, who are not even paying tax to the government. Yabona, government cannot go and clean all these companies. As I'm saying, if government can go to all these companies as CICP and check with bonke labantu abalanga phakathi kulama companies, are they South Africans? Are they paying tax? So that we can have to generate income in South Africa, in a country as a whole, because imali country, it's going out into our neighboring countries because these people are not paying tax. He's earning 2.5, just an argument's sake. 2.5 tax free. In maybe investor, he's using 1,000 for that month, and the other 1.5 iyahambi ekhaya bayichange kuma-border. There is these people abamile kuma-border bachinjisa imali, so that money is untaxed and ihambile. You find ukuthi abantu eSouth Africa abancane manje abasebenzayo who are taxed by government. So i-danger izofika ibe khona mfoka Ngubane, imisebenzi izokhupha abantu bangaphandle ngobuningi, and South Africans bazokwenza ini, balokwenza bo-teaching nani, ugovernment ithi anginamali, kanti ugovernment have imali ephuma to all these foreign nationals eziqhashwe ama-corporate, lama companies la ku-CICP, who are not even, ugovernment is not even going there to those companies and check ukuthi who did you employ, is this a South African, yama-qualification anjani, because you then find someone doing a job that is supposed to be done by a senior accountant, yenziwa umuntu on a grade 12. So how about someone who's got a diploma or degree? So uzobe ehleli lo muntu lo, because why companies now abafuna ukubhadala, basaba ukubhadala, hence we've got ama-South Africans maningi mfethu, ama-South Africans angasebenzi, and it's very scary kakhulu.
True. I was watching your page there on Facebook, Mzwai Pools, right? And I saw one of the most beautiful pools that you have done. In your profile, Mauz Shanje is Fuba, and looking at the people that you have done pools for, the number that you've done, this is the flagship for my experience.
I think ngibe nenhlanhla yokuthi ngize ngifike kwamama umama uShona Mkhize.
Wow.
One of his manager, I think the guy Hamilton Ngubane on Instagram.
Okay.
He's the one that called us ukuthi siye kwamama Mkhize sifike sayosebenza khona.
And how was it nje to be, because she's one of the most big profile in Mzansi?
Mfethu yazi ukuthi people they can look abantu abafana nomama Mkhize kungathi abantu abathwele, abantu abaxhomayo, abantu abanjani. No, she's just umuntu right,
Wow.
normal, ophilayo.
Unobuntu
Ophila
nje.
nabantu unobuntu futhi. And I was happy even nabantu engihamba nabo, my crew, abantu engisebenza nabo, to say namhlanje sise Royal AM.
Yeah.
Yabo, it was such a blessing ukuthi it means
Wow.
the job that I do, it can be recognized by a number of people.
And she went for a
So,
black-owned company.
And I was so happy. And I even say to amajita bafethu, you cannot go ufike kwamama Mkhize if umsebenzi niwenza awukho muhle.
Wow.
So it's not only umama
Because she's
Mkhize.
elegant that way.
Yeah, mfethu olithi usestere even though there are things sigcine singazazi yabona, but nje usestere she supported the business yethu.
Wow.
And we've got uKagiso Modupi.
Okay.
Ukagiso is out yaseKasi. So
Wow.
now approach her on Instagram because we've got also Imzwai Pulse on Instagram. Imzwai_Pulse on Instagram.
Wow.
You can just follow us as well on Instagram, then you'll see us there. Ukagiso Modupi called me with hi kunjani mfethu ngithi sharp. It was late, I think about 9. Hey kasi ngifuna ispan sakho, ngifuna, I need your services. Ngithi ubani? No, nguKagiso kasi ngifuna i-service yakho, but I text you on ngikusendele i-DM on Instagram. Oh, okay. Oh, sharp. Ngithi I know. Send me your location, send me your numbers, and send my numbers and location and everything. I did not know that I'm going to Kagiso because I did not recognize his voice.
Wow.
But when I went to his Instagram page on the message and check who's this guy,
Then you realize.
mama lo muntu ngiyeke ngambona ku-TV, but
Yes.
I'm not sure where. Yabona, I then went to his house. He was very happy. We met.
Wow.
Nobhuti kwaba right. Wathi mfethu ngicela service. When can you start? I said no. It's as soon as you free. But no, tomorrow come start.
Wow.
Come with your guys. Yeah. Then he started to deposit him. Just imagine, because he
Wow.
trusts us. But deposit him for us to start Puliak. Then
Yo.
Sakala Science. Then we also met there's a gentleman by the name of Adrias Ampia.
Okay.
Naye futhi waseKasi. Yabona, and he's on mostly on SABC News.
Wow.
Naye, they saw our page on Instagram. Bang invite her. Then we went there and do some job kuPhuliabo. So baningi nje abantu esibenzela mfethu, and we are still looking forward ukuthi singenzela abanye abantu nabanye who they have problem with their pools, if you can renovate our pools and remember in Gauteng it's very hot. You can take it very light when Ngubane kuyashisa eGoli.
Kuyashisa eGoli.
Yeah, kushisa nje kanjalo eGoli, abantu bayakhe eGoli. I know ukuthi ibhizinisi yamaphuli it's mostly owned by white. It's mostly kunabantu abamhlophe kiyo, and it's less blacks. Obatholayo abamnyama you'll find most foreigners. And when you are building a pool, there's one thing that you need to understand. You are increasing the value of the house.
Oh yes.
Yabo, so now you must not get someone who's ofika enza umsebenzi ongeke uzube 100% right. So excuse me, you need to get someone who's umsebenzi ozoba right, umsebenzi ozo increase the value, because you need to put it on a plan. At the end of the day, you cannot just build a pool, do not put it on the plan. There's regulations as well on a pool.
Okay.
Uthi i-deep ye-pool imele ibe deep kangakanani. So
Okay.
kubalulekile ukuthi lo msebenzi engiwenzayo wamapool unabantu abaningi ababenefitayo futhi kuwo, ngoba we have staff, genuine staff members siba nawo with 7 abantu esisebenza nabo full time on pools.
Okay.
But we also have another department about decking. As we are saying, ubona amapool amahle. There's another guys abangenzela i-decking ngaphandle and pergolas and so forth. So in a month you end up maybe ubhadala abantu abayi-40.
Wow.
So engikushoyo ukuthi ipool iyodwa angeke ibenefit mina ngedwa, ibenefit abantu abaningi, but labantu ababenefitshiswa yimi. Hence I'm saying ibenefitshiswa abantu abafana nabo mama Mkhize abanikeza umsebenzi. Hence abanye abantu bambone kude, abazi ukuthi wondla amafamily angakanani.
Oh wow.
Ondlekayo kuye. Bazobona ukuthi no it's flashing and what bekhuluma ukuthi but they don't know how many people that are benefiting through that woman on her own. That is why mina i-entrepreneurship yami ngiyithatha ngibeke kuma example afana nabo.
Yes.
Yeah, because mina I wanna grow. I want a room for growth. So angeke ngikhulu if nangenza umsebenzi wami ngiwenza half. So nangibona abantu ngikwazi ukubizwa uShona kusho ukuthi ngingakwazi ukubiza ubaba uRamaphosa one day, and I can be
Yeah.
called by ubaba uMtsipa, and I can be called by anyone ofuna ukuthi ngimlungisele ipool. So those people bazobe bengabenefithisi imzwayi pools, but kuzobe kumzwayi pools there is abantu abangaphakathi.
Wow.
I-ratio is not 1:1. I-ratio is 1:5 or
Yes.
1:7. It
Depending on the
yeah,
families.
and like us as South African or Africans in particular, uyazi thina
The numbers are
singabantu
huge.
inambi yakhulu ekhaya,
Yes.
yabona ngoba siyanda, singomzwandile.
Uyanda umuzi.
Singomzwandile,
Yes.
kumele umndeni wande, yabo.
Yes.
So now if abantu employ abantu abayi-10, and not only 10 people that will benefit from you, but there is a number of people abazo benefit
Yes, sir.
from wena. So kubalulekile mfethu.
I know we talk about the good side of business, but there's also a bad side, and we're talking about your personal experience where you nearly lost your life because of the business that you're doing. Yini ekwenze, maybe before we even go there, how was it, mawubona ukuthi yo manje I'm in danger, and how did the family also take it? Because mhlawumbe bese bathi hayi ngcono uyekele lento yokuyisebenza, hamba uye kuphi. How was it?
Look, previously I used to work as a financial advisor.
Okay.
Which is I was office based.
Okay.
So I was going to advise bonke abantu, including about Dr. Malinga and Heavy K.
Wow.
There's a number of people engibabone on that sector, while shooting nenhlanhla nokuhlangana nabantu abaku-spotlight nangenza umsebenzi.
Yeah. Unalogazi
lobu-celebrate. So look, kune-incident that happened, which it was very bad. It happened last year, ngeyi-6 October, when I was shot khona la elokishini eDavidson. There is a school business extender, because it's not only Mzwayi pools. We've got two divisions. We've got a swimming pool department, and we've got the construction department, where we are building all general building like schools, housing, and so forth. So there is a tender bengiyenza in one of the schools around Davidson. It happened ukuthi ngiye khona seku-late. I don't know whether these people were following me or kanjani, but nje it happened ukuthi kufike nje into ethi angibheke emireni, nangibheke emireni into angibheke esayidini, then I saw a torture ethos yadrop inkabi yazongidubula. I was shot la eswini. Lucky enough it was an in and out and exit bullet langena laphuma, but ngazama nami indlela ukuzibuyisela, ngaziphendulela ngoba bengiphethe nami into yokuzivikela. Kepha ke kwafika isikhathi whereby ngicanga ukuthi azuthini, I just need to quit this thing yokwenza i-business. But now when I'm thinking of that, I'm thinking about these people aba-benefita from the business itself. Because ku-construction, there's a number of people engisebenza nabo ku-construction in building of all those schools. Hence I'm saying sometimes we've got about 40 in a month abaku-payroll, those people that need to be paid. So that's sometimes inclusive of those people abasebenza ey'koleni, aba-extend iy'kole for government and so forth. But kwafika isikhathi nangiqeda ukudubuleka ukuthi yazuthini, I just need to leave this thing. Kodwa-ke there is a guy that is a friend of mine, a very close friend of mine, igama lakhe uSibusiswa kaNgobese. This gentleman, when I started the pool business, I wanted to give up along the way, because I started in Golf 6. I used to drive a Golf 6, ngingakathengi amabhakhi and so forth. Golf 6 yafa.
Beyiven iyonke le kulala ama-seat.
Yonke into put. And remember, if you're coming to a client, most clients, they cannot take you now Golf 6, but let's just leave it there like that, because you're Golf 6 there. It was when we started. So this guy nangifuna ukuyeka on the pool side, like into give up akusinto yami. Kungakho manje nala ku-construction noma kuthiwa ngadubuleka ngashayeka, but still we don't give up.
You're still here.
I'm still here. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna make sure ukuthi abantu abafuna imisebenzi nawo kube mhlampe nginasandla sakho sikhathi ukuthi ngibanikeze ngizokunikeza umsebenzi, sisebenze, siqhubeke, siphilise imindeni yethu. So this guy told me, no mfethu, yazi if uthi siya give up into yokugcina sizoyenza leyo.
Wow.
Like now, as from now, siyasebenza. Ngabuyela endlini ngahlala ngabheka ngathi okay, one, using my experience as a financial advisor, it also helped me a lot.
Okay.
To say, okay, if ngiqala business, let me look at the market. Bangakanani abantu abenza ama-pool? Trust me, there's less people who are doing pools. And the demand is huge. Wonke umuntu enayakha ufuna i-pool. Even though our prices are not the same because of the quality of the work and quality of the material that we use is not the same.
Yes, sir.
Yabo. So le ndoda nayo ithi asiqhubeke. Ayi nangibuyele endlini ngithi eyalo muntu uyadlala. No. One, there is a counselor okhona lapha ku-area yami ubaba Maretlaba. Wathi indoda yazi man,
That's a great leader there.
Yeah, that is a very good leader and very humble individual.
Yeah.
And I can say in most of the things is I consult to him in terms of business. Even though I also consult to, there is a gentleman by the name of U.C.S. Pule.
Okay.
Ubaba U.C.S. Pule. I go to him as well and consult if business is not doing well. So Maretlaba, remember, is an economist. He was teaching economics at school.
Yes.
So sometimes if I talk to him, kuba lula ukuthi ngazi ukuthi man, like the business injena, you'll find these stages and these stages. He called us. Kuthi ndoda lalela, come, I've got a business for you. Come, do my pool, renovate my pool.
Wow.
Yeah. And remember, it was the time when I wanted to give up. Then we started sayi renovate pool yakhona, sayifaka amanzi, yaba right. Wasinikeza imali. I started to market business now. To say, okay, let's buy leads. We started to buy leads and all that. Then we got another lead from Yen. There's a gentleman by the name of Uputu Vincent Mojani. Ulapha somewhere like Kempton Park side. We went to start a new pool from scratch.
Wow.
And that was a lead from Ngubane Maretlaba.
Wow.
Yabo. So sakwazi ukuthi simakhele pool nepool yakhe futhi it was very good. Very, very, very nice. Sayakha lo pool. Yaba right. Then from lab we did not look back. So I can say abantu mina engiphila nabo ibona abantu futhi abakwazile ukuthi besenze ukuthi siqale sigrow in this business amaphula, even though we are not as big as some people they look at the business, but ingcono ngoba yakhona abantu abathola something on a daily basis, on a monthly basis as well.
Wow.
Kuna something encane esiyitholayo. Yeah, so give up amfethu into yokugcina ukuthi kwenzekani ngonyaka odlule in terms of construction. I'm still gonna continue ngisebenze ngoba ngisebenzele ukuthi abanye abantu bekwazi ukuthi benefit from the business le engayiqala. Mina I started the business ke with a purpose of saying I need to have a business that will generate income to abantu.
Okay.
Yeah, not a business that will not generate income to abantu, but we are pushing a business ezokwazi ukuthi kuhola abantu kuyo on a monthly basis.
Baphile kuyo.
Bephila abantu.
Wow.
Go business. So ngeke sigive up Ngubane noma ngathiwa kunjani kumnyama kubomvu gonna continue siyenza.
Fethu, sorry about your pain, but your zest after this is really remarkable because most people they stop when they face challenges. But we're also talking about indaba yomona ukuthi why would impilo yakho ibe equivalent to the job? Because if umuntu efuna ukufunda from kuwe, why angasondeli kuwe afika athi mfowethu wenza kanjani? Why would they want to take your life? Because ezinto ezenza indaba yabo township economy ibe semuva ukuthi asithandani thina sabantu abamnyama, we are always ngizothini ngeke ngithi we are mourning, we are jealous of each other instead of learning. We're not coming together, we're not amalgamating. Yini esingayenza ukuthi sishaye logo so that we are able to unite in true sense.
Yazi mfethu khona something eshiwo uVusi Thembekwayo.
Yeah.
I listen to uVusi Thembekwayo. I don't know because umuntu wasekasi from the East Rand. I like East Rand.
Yeah. Maybe it's loyalty.
Because we are all from the East Rand, and uVusi used to say there is at least a corner lapha. The guy, he was interviewed by the guy, and he was saying, "Isitha somuntu omnyama." You know, wengubane mfethu lento engiyenzayo abantu nabebona amaveni kaMzwandile babona inkampani enkulu umuntu owenza imali eningi, fortunes, and it's not like that.
It's not.
So in order for us to grow the township economy ukuthi ama small businesses akhona locally, mfethu ngeke si-unite as black people, especially in township. Like you can go to Orlando, go to Mamelodi, they've got the similar problem ukuthi in tendering, when you go and tender itholo umuntu wala ekhasi bawumdubula lo muntu loyo. And it was happening in Mamelodi recently, if you can remember, in news as well. A lot of people abakuma tenders bayathujuda. Hence that thing, it also happened here in Davidson game, but then they failed. So uma singaba united ngicabanga ukuthi township economy ingagrowa kakhulu because if business, let's say there's a tender of a school and each hollow umuntu wase Davidson, that money it will circulate among
Yes.
the population as a Davidson in terms of
Yes.
employment and ama talk shop. Remember, if I'm paying you today, angeke ugijime Pick n Pay ngiqeda ukubhadala manje if you need bread.
Sure.
But you'll go to a nearest test shop
Sure.
that is owned by our own South Africans, awenzeni aba-united. And I'm saying, jealous, it's a problem to us, especially as South Africans, because if siba united and start one shop or two shops, leyonke le mali kulo muntu nayithola umsebenzi eyiletha lakithi, this shop will grow. And nathi if le mali le umuntu uthola umsebenzi wala local, asimdubuli sifuna ukuthi sisebenzisane sisebenze kuye bayingaka abantu abazohola kulo muntu lo baningi. And growing i-economy yethu kuma-township, it need abantu aba-genuine into business, not people that they go and register a company for them to have a tender, but have someone that will say, okay, mina, I want to grow a business and I've got a 10-year period of time. We've got a practical example here because Brima Cafe, Brima Ono Pututep.
Yes.
And I'm lucky enough because I had to meet the guy through Ubaba Polosh.
Okay.
Ubaba Polosh was to meet his Ubaba Upututep.
Okay.
And looking at Brima Logistic and the Brima Cafe, you see it's owned by a black man.
Yes.
And
running so efficient.
Outside. That gentleman, he will be comparative to about DHL tomorrow, about Denel and all these big companies as a logistic. Why? He's got a vision. Yeah, but why government don't fund abantu abafana nabo Botsep and say, we know you've got abantu staff members abaningi. You find people obabonayo they are trying to run something than to go and find umuntu on a company abundant engasebenzi.
Sure.
So Davidson is one of ikasi elinabantu abahlakaniphile. Let's just be honest. We've got people like Davidson you'll find ukuthi bethu bani uvele Davidson, but you don't know, but he's an entrepreneur uvele kasi. So if thina singabantu base Davidson ngehlanga, not only Davidson alone, but in all these kasi abakhona, including abomlazi, Mashu, Soshanguve and so forth, all these, a unity as South Africans, it can build this country in correct direction in terms of unemployment as well. Because once united, so what's okay now, we've got this space, how can we produce jobs?
Yes, sir.
Because lento depend on government, but government angesize in reduce unemployment. Sibaning and sonke sifuna ukuyosebenzela ugovernment
for security purposes. Hayi nokuthi sithi silefuna ukuthi production ukuthi ngibone laphana ukuthi kwamo affairs ngifuna ukuletha this skill. It's always about you, not even about the department itself.
Yabo, you find umuntu ukuthi ufuna just ukuthi ukuye ku department just ukuthi ekwazi as we are saying
afford medical aid.
Yabo, phela. So now you find abothisha abayingakanani. I mean, I've got more than 3 yabo sister they've got teaching, but they are not employed. If those people, they can use their skills in terms of maybe they were teaching economics and do economics practically elokushini and sell sweets. Even though akekho bonke abantu abalokhu bethenga ama-sweet, but there's a number of things esingazenza like amakhekhe, siqale sibake, sithengise kuma-bakery, we buy our own bread at Davidson. Davidson, there is a bake and momos like us. Yabo, and abantu bayasithenga lezo zinto. So if we go open branches, bayingaka abantu abazosebenza lapho. There's a number of people. Government must fund those people. Ungathula umuntu uziqalele into yakhe ngo-20,000 iyagrow uyabona ukuthi manje it can produce 100,000. So if uyabona there's a tree egrowayo right,
water it. Yes.
Then to kill it, water it.
Yes.
So you go to like Prima Logistics, as I'm saying, Prim. Iyagrowa, like us. Why government ingafaki imali? Put billions laphana or 1 million than to take, you give a company last year, you give that company 1.5 million. Lo muntu azo excited imali. Thatha 1.5 million ebhubhudle ethenga imoto. But yes, because the planning incane uqala ukubona imali. But when you go to Tsepo laphana Tsepo, you give him 1.5 million, he will produce jobs.
Wow. So what are your future plans just as we coming to wrap up?
Yeah, our future plan as a company, I'm talking on behalf of a company because ngibona the need ukuthi abantu abasha kumele basebenze.
Yes.
And ukuthi bekwazi ukusebenza ukuthi even I as umzwayi nekhampani siyafisa ukuthi sigrow mfethu our wish ukuthi silingane nama-companies amakhulu aproducer imisebenzi afaka abantu emsebenzini like abo-Marie and Robert, even though we know it's not easy to get there.
Yeah.
It will take a decades, but if we are moving towards the right direction,
Surely.
I think yeah, we will make a big difference
Yes,
ukuthi abantu abasha basebenze and abasebenze ekuthini ugovernment naye akasisize-ke as young people abafuna ukuqala their own business, or who they've got their own businesses, to say now you are pushing, but what are your challenges? How can we help you as a government?
Yes.
Yabo, ngiyazi ukuthi mina ama-pools, I can build a pool shop. Iplan yami ukuthi is to have a pool shop that will have staff esisebenzayo, but also go service pools, go build pools. Yabo, so that thing it will give abantu abaningi imisebenzi. There will be people abase-shop ngaphakathi. There'll be guys that are servicing pools on a daily basis. There'll be guys that are building pools. So government must fund people abafana nabomzwayi who's got ambition and the goal
vision,
and
yes.
the vision. With know what mina, I wanna grow business yami ifike la, but I can't do it on my own because kunzima kumanje wengubane ukuthi ngibe nemali ngithi cha ile yami, yabona, because
It's always
each,
going
each
to
and every
business.
cent I must put it on business.
Yes.
Each and every cent. But if they fund you and say, let's say they give you 2 million to start your own thing, you go, you rent wherever that you're renting, but you put a stock, say 2 million. That stock will produce imali eningi because you've got people who are servicing pools, you've got people on the same shop. Because these walk-in clients, no man, I need someone who can help me. I've got a crack on my pool. They've got my stuff here. They must go out and go, excuse me, and fix that pool. So it's money. So if they fund us, if government bafanda abantu abakwaziyo ukuthi benze into naye futhi ezokwazi ukuthi ebe ne-track record ukuthi man, I went to uNgubane and I saw ukuthi ibhizinisi yakhe yamagwinya, so in a day wenza 100 rand. So ngiyamfanda nge-10,000, le 10,000 izomenzela ama-100 rand angakanani, and ne-employment uzokwazi nawe uyi-reduce kanjani from there. I think that's the space.
I'm hoping that we're going to have the second interview with you because we're loaded, and because of years that you've spent in the entrepreneurship space, we can learn a lot because, like we said, the future is entrepreneurship like South Africa. So I'm hoping that in your busy schedule, you're gonna come back again so that sinabe kakhulu in this.
Yeah,
so yeah, I just wanted to ask you to maybe give encouragement to our viewers and entrepreneurs at home who are watching mhlambe ukuthi what can you be your advice to them?
No, my advice to especially to entrepreneurs, especially abantu basekhaya like emakhaya, you find umuntu ezama ibhizinisi encane ifail along the line eyeke. Remember there was these guys abake benza lento yama-gip. Remember those t-shirts?
Yeah.
Do you still see those t-shirts?
No.
Why? Yabona, because umuntu once they got ukuthi phakathi nendawo bayafeyila, nasebefeyilile umuntu don't go back to a drawing board and look at, okay, but our plan it was to push this brand yama-gip ukuthi ifike lapha ibe popular njengabo Bathu, abo Drip. Not to say uDrip no Bathu did not have problems along the line.
They did,
but they did not give up. So kumuntu omncane ofuna ukuqala ibhizinisi, you cannot give up. Now kube ushaywe uqhuzuke kabili kathathu uya give up. You must just continue. You know, Tina, we once ran at a big loss as a company, building a pool of one guy. I won't even say the name of the gentleman because he was there at Road Report. We fixed the pool, we did everything for that guy. When he was supposed to pay, it was a problem. And then he closed the gates. Remember, with my business, the risk is, mina, I built something essentially.
You can't take it.
I can't take it. So after building it, so if you're not paying, it's a big loss. So if I had to give up on that loss, that means why I cannot produce them produce. So because of umuntu omnyama ocindezela umuntu omnyama, angeke mina ngayeka iphupho lami just because of omunye umuntu.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so mina nginephupho, so nabantu abakithi abancane abakubusiness, they must have a dream ukuthi mina I want to do a business. Either what will happen along the line or along the road, I will continue and start into yami until izirun. But I'm happy to see young people labafana nabo Theo is owning ilona iPatch, I think.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so he did very well. He did came across some challenges, but he continued.
Wow.
We drip iPatch, they are all there tamajisa lapha bakhona, but they've pushed. They came across some challenges, but they pushed. They continue to push until it's happening today.
Wow.
Mm.
I hope, Emakaya, you are inspired. I hope you are revived. If you're an entrepreneur, I hope that you are looking at the stories Kamzwa and you're saying, Yazi bait ngiyayekela, but this time around I'm going to continue. Whether with tears in your face, but you're going to soldier on. I hope ukuthi nawe uzophinda ubuye Mzwayi as promised. Abalaleli babukele ukuthi ngiyakuvumisa ukuthi you're going to come back
No,
again.
definitely. I also hope ukuthi when we come next time, mhlampe kuzobe sekuthi sikutshena ukuthi no manje we employ abantu abayingaki, because I
Yes.
think we need to. That's one thing ekumele sibheke ukuthi if siyakhuluma, is it practical now?
Yeah.
Can we do it now?
Evaluate also where we are
ukuthi
going.
no, yes, yeah, we started, we did 1 2 3 4 5 and siyapusha, bakhona bayasebenza abantu.
Yeah.
Definitely mina my dream ukubona abantu abasha besebenza. Kubuhlungu mfethu ukuthi uyadlula ekhoneni bephamisa izandla ngamla yabona. You give them ama 10 rand, you give them ama 20 rand. Ngifisa ukuthi bangathi na bengibiza ngongamla, laba bangibiza ngongamla, bengibiza ngongamla ukuthi vele there is something esiyenzayo nabo emsebenzini, kungakuthi mhlawumbe bahleli elokushini, because icompany ine financial muscle encane, it can only cater abantu abancane. So let's hope ukuthi inkulumo yethu kukhona nabanye abantu abayizwayo, lapha abayizwa khona beyazi ukuthi bazi nabo ukuthi nakube there is a funder somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's fund something esiyibonayo egenuine ebambekayo.
Yes, sir.
Then so that we can produce proper work and look at the goal of the leader or the entrepreneur or whoever the person will be or another business, than to fund people who don't have proper ambition and mission to do business.
Who are not even passionate about the business.
Yeah, people will say, okay, mina ngifuna ukwenza imali, ngifuna ukuhamba nge-range, ngifuna ukwenzani. Those things are just luxury.
Yes.
But if you want to do i-business ezoqhasha abantu, uhulumeni akasondele kithi esikwaziyo ukuthi senze umsebenzi, eyibone umsebenzi. Yeah, just go straight to that person, sikuthi wenzana on a daily basis, ulekha kuphi akalekhi kuphi. If there is somewhere lapha akalekha khona, bayazi ukuthi okay, no, uyalekha there and there, then bayakwazi ukuthi bekufande based on what you're doing.
Yeah. I ngiswele amagama enkulungwane to thank you for honoring us today. And
It's
also
a pleasure.
at home, please, let's have more entrepreneurs ekasi. And this violence thing, yomona, let it cease. Asifundeni kwabanye abantu kuthiwa inyoni yakha isidleke ngeinsiba, mara hayi ukuthi izilanda isaphila inyoni. So asitshelekane ngolwazi so that we can grow. May God bless you and may God be with you. Thank you so much.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu mfethu.
Bonga mina say.
Shap.
Awuzweke.
Ola.